What snake?
It's a black snake that gets slither on water that's poisonous and can kill you if it bites you after an hour.
So what's the difference between poisonous and venomous?
Poisonous isn't as bad as venomous.
Okay. Well, what's the difference?
Some snake, I don't know, that's what I think it is.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Johnny and we're reading The Velveteen Rabbit.
The Velveteen Rabbit, or How Toys Become Real, by Marjorie Williams.
Rabbit, or How Toys Became Real. Here was once a velveteen rabbit, and he was really splendid. He was fat and chubby as a rabbit should be his coat, but spotted brown and white. He had really frayed whiskers, and his ears were lined with pink satin on Christmas morning. When he with a spring, the holly between its paws, the effect was charming. There were other things in the stocking, nuts and oranges and toys again, and chocolate almonds, but the chocolate clockwork mouse.
Speak up.
But the rabbit was quite the best of all, for at least 2 hours the boy loved him, and then once came.
So what words did you find difficult?
That I accidentally skipped that word.
Which one?
The when.
When?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means like when, like sometimes it means when the stockings were hung with care. It means like when something was done.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that was all.
You know what stocking is?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something that you hang up at Christmas.
So what does clockwork mean?
It is something that is inside of a clock. Like it has gears, a bell. So, and if it's a cuckoo clock, it's even has more complicated than it is with a normal clock, because some of the gears have to be smaller than others, and it has that spot where the bird comes out. So it makes it really hard for them to make them. So they make the gears smaller, because if it was big, it would keep scratching up all the stuff and get wood, and it would break and it wouldn't go forward. And if it got too close to the front, it would fall.
He thought someone's gonna steal his sticks, but they're not gonna. So what do you think this story is about?
I think that the rabbit comes to life. That's how it says, or how toys become life.
Okay.
So I think that it comes to life, and it will the boy will somehow find out and be like, ah! I'm right here.
You think it's gonna be scary?
No.
Okay.
But I think the boy might be a little nervous.
A little what?
I'm nervous.
Okay. So, the unwrapping of parcels, and the excitement of looking at all these presents, the Velveteen Rabbit was forgotten. For a long time, he lived in the toy cupboard on the nursery floor, and no one thought very much about it. He was naturally shy, being only made of velveteen. Do you know what velveteen means?
No. Actually, it's a type of cloth.
Yeah. What type of cloth do you think it is?
It's like a type of cloth that most stuffed animals are made out of.
Okay. Is it strong?
Yeah, it's not too strong. It's a little strong, but not too strong.
Well, they don't last very long. Why did the Velveteen Rabbit feel insignificant around the other toys in the nursery?
Because he was forgotten.
What do you think the Velveteen Rabbit could do to feel more important?
Get close to a place where he could, where a kid can notice him and find a way out of the cupboard, and for a person to notice him, then get into it.
The Skin Horse had lived longer in the nursery than any of the others. He was so old that his brown coat was bald in patches and showed the seams underneath. And most of his hairs and his tail had been pulled out by the string bead necklaces. He was wise, for he had a long succession of mechanical toys arrive and to boast and swagger, and by break their mainsprings and pass away, and he knew that they were only toys and would never turn into anything else. For nursery magic is very strange and wonderful, and only those playthings that are old and wise and experienced, like the Skin Horse, understand it all about. So what do you know about the Skin Horse?
That he is old and his tail was ripped out.
Okay.
And he's older than any of the others.
Okay. By the time you're real, most of your hair has been loved off. Your eyes drop out. You get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because you are real and you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand. I suppose you're real, said the rabbit, and then he wished he had not said it, for the thought that the Skin Horse might be sensitive. But the Skin Horse only smiled. The boy's uncle made me real, he said. That was a great many years ago. But once you are real, you can't become unreal again. It lasts for always. What do you think about that?
It was nice.
How do you relate to some of the Velveteen Rabbit's feelings?
Like like sometimes I say stuff and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have said that.
Okay. How would you feel if you were not real and then became real?
I'd feel happy that I became real. I have guns.
When do you think the Velveteen Rabbit became real to the boy?
When he was real old.
What would hurt about becoming real?
That you wouldn't have as much friends as you used to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a toy that seemed real to you?
Yes. Larry and Slush and my other guy that I named Wire.
What made it seem real?
Because they one time I saw one of them blink. Yeah.
I don't know if I trust you on that. Oh, in a dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
If you were the boy in the story, how would you feel about the Velveteen Rabbit?
I would feel happy about him.
Okay. Would you want to keep the Velveteen Rabbit around as a friend forever?
Yes.
What would you do?
I would bring him wherever I go. If I go to a spot way, way far away, like when I went to San Francisco or New York, I brought Larry because I didn't have Slush yet, so I brought Larry.
Okay. Well, when the Velveteen Rabbit starts to wear away, what would you do?
I would be sad and go, wee! Right.
Would you fix him?
Yeah, if he got like a cut, like one time my dog chewed on Larry and his nose came out, then we put it back in.
Yeah. Okay. This is a really important question.
Okay.
Okay. What does it mean to you to be loved?
It means that someone would take care of you, when you get hurt. Like one time a vase fell on my head and my mom took me to, as soon as she saw it, she took me to the hospital.
You did a great job, John.
Thanks. Can I play for a bit, Mom?
Yeah, of course.